What's up mga Padres? Welcome back to our channel. Again, I'm Mike of Outsole Padres, and we are back with another sneaker unboxing video. By the way, here at Outsole Padres, we do unboxing videos, detailed reviews on toys, sneakers, and collectibles. So for today, as you saw in the thumbnail and in the title of the video, we are gonna unbox this bad boy. As you can see, it's in a paper bag from Titan. I was able to purchase it at Titan, surprisingly. Before we open it, let's take a detailed look at the box. So there, I was able to purchase it at Titan Vertis. As I said, surprisingly, because I'm here in the Philippines, and this is the only country that Lebron 20s are virtually impossible to buy. They're being hoarded out. They're getting the Kobe treatment almost. So instead of the Lebron 20, I settled with this one for my next ball shoe. SRP or suggested retail price is $8,995. And this one, of course, is a collab with Faze Clan. But I got, of course, only the normal box. I don't know if the special box is, I think, for friends and family. So before we get into that, let's take a detailed look at the box. So see, it says here Nxxt with the crown logo of Lebron, LJ. So of course it's the Lebron next generation. So on this side of the box, see that same logo in pink. Kind of similar color of on the box of the Lebron 20s, and then on this side, the lion logo, and then on the other side, you can see here also Nxxt. And then on the bottom, usual stuff there. And then for the most important part of the box, you have the size tag, Zoom Lebron Next Gen EP. So it's an EP, which means it's meant for a wider last. Of course, I'm in Asia, Philippines, so ballers here tend to have more wide feet versus people, I think, in the States. So size 10.5, which is my true size. And then another detail on the box beside the size tag is I think Lebron's signature. Is this Lebron's signature, or I think Bronny's, or whatever? If you guys know, please feel free to comment down below. And then for the paper, nothing special. I'll go ahead with removing it out of the box. Finally, we have these bad boys out of the box. Before we dive into details, as for the box itself, earlier today I was able to watch a video. I forgot from what channel it was specifically, but it wasn't from the Faze Clan's YouTube channel. I think it was from the GQ YouTube channel. So there I saw one of the dudes from Faze Clan actually unbox this exact same pair, only with the special box. I think the special box is in friends and family, possibly. And then the special box looked like CPU. So Faze Clan is a business organization. I think has a YouTube channel with I think 8.3 million subscribers. They're friends with Mr. Beast. They have I think a team in CSGO, all women's Valorant team, also involved in Fortnite and Call of Duty. So the shoe was actually used first by Bronny before his dad, Lebron. And of course, as a kid in today's era of video games, like any other teen, Bronny is into esports. So and that's what the shoe is actually about, the next generation. So the special box looks like a CPU, as I said earlier, with all matte details, and then green extra laces, I think, were on default on the pair that I saw that was in the CPU styled special box. So why a CPU? Because of course Faze Clan is about esports and video games, so that's why it looked like that. As for this regular release, let's take a detailed look now. So first up is the card. So same thing, looks like a cutout from the Lebron Next logo on the box. See here, two big X's and then Nxxt, and then I'll have you guys If you want to pause it, zoom it here. I'll zoom it here for you guys, and then you can pause it and then read it. Anyway, I'll be talking about everything that there is on this card and in the shoe. So that's a really nice touch by Nike. So at least when you're buying a product, their product, as a customer, as a consumer, you know what you're getting. You know exactly inside of the shoe. Start off with the bottom of the shoe. For this one, we have here very sticky. I think it feels sticky for the rubber compound, and then it kind of looks similar to the Lebron 20 traction pattern, but it's actually different. So this one is actually a map of Akron, Ohio, which is where LeBron James comes from, or his hometown. But for this collab colorway, the difference of this outsole from the other colorways, like the blue and orange, the mismatch one, and the other ones that are coming out, this one, since they're all translucent, this one has a pattern behind the translucent outsole, which took me some time to figure it out, but it's actually a motherboard. So in relation to that, again, Faze Clan, esports, video games, and then a CPU special box. This one is actually supposed to be a motherboard. So I think we can read out a word here, something, and then battery. So that's what the guy from Faze Clan said. It's actually a motherboard down there. So going up to the midsole, so if you check I think Nike's site, and then of course the card, there's nothing indicated about what the midsole is. And then I think on Nike's site, it's just quote and unquote foam. So from my initial try on, so I've already walked around in these, and then if try to squeeze them with my hand, I think they kind of feel like Phylon. I'd like to say Phylon, but from what I saw on one of my idols on YouTube, Foot Doctor, who actually who opens all of these shoes. So shout out to you, my idol Foot Doctor. So I'm gonna believe him. He says inside of these is identical to what the Lebron 20s have, which is of course a real plush midsole made out of Cushlon. So I'm thinking that this is probably a slimmed down Cushlon midsole or firmer version. So if it's not exactly Phylon, because mine still has no creases, right? But you can see from, oh, actually it does already have creases. So, well, Phylon does crease like that, but if you've had KD, let's say the KD14s and the KD15s, especially the KD14s, you'll see how the Cushlon midsole creases. That's one sign that the midsole is Cushlon, on how it creases. Yung difference talaga niya, makita mo na mas malambot. It's really, really softer. So for this one, it's actually firmer, but nevertheless, it's still good. Inside of that midsole is there are two zoom units, which is actually the same with what they have in the Lebron 20. For a visual, we have here my GT jump. So we did the previous video on this bad boy. Insert the card in the upper right corner of the screen, and then link in the description. As I said, these Lebron Nxxt have the same zoom turbo unit up in the front for the forefoot, and then the same large volume unit in the heel, which is I think also this one. So for reference, I think it's that thick. So no downgrade there. So this isn't actually a kind of a downgrade for me. Technically, it's a light version, if you will, of the Lebron 20, but I think it just performs almost just as well, if not better para sa iba. But of course, I think the Lebron 20s are better, but I'll know once I have a personal pair of mine. We'll see. Also inside of this midsole, replacing the carbon fiber shank, is a TPU shank, which I actually don't feel, or I didn't feel when I tried this on, because the shoe feels really super flexible. It's like almost feels like a Kobe or a Freak One. I think probably the Lebron 20s have a more pep to your step, or more bounce, since it has a carbon fiber shank in the midfoot. Just like we saw in the card, which complements for the support part, complements the TPU shank in the heel, is this piece, which is the TPU heel clip. You can see it here on the card. It's this one. You want to check out the zoom turbo and the zoom unit in the heel, and it's also shown there. And of course, that also adds to the support that's from the internal heel counter. It's not in the card, not shown in the diagram in the card, but obviously it's there. So that's a usual for most shoes, and I can really feel it. It's really hard and firm, so keeps your heel locked in place. And as for the collar height, I think this is a higher collar height versus the Lebron 20s, because I tried comparing them in store. Sadly, I still don't have my own pair. Soon, we'll see. Makakuha tayo. And then moving up to the upper, this comes with a really lightweight, I think super breathable engineered mesh, so it makes a sound when you do this. So that's kind of ASMR, but it's really light feeling, and people are actually liking it better than the knit from the Lebron 20s. So I personally think that the knit, or any knit, is always a cut above when it comes to premium feel and softness on foot versus any mesh. But as for performance, I think they're just the same. And then many people, even back from the Kobe 9 days, preferred EMs or EM versions, right? which stands for engineered mesh. So this is it, an engineered mesh upper, or EM. And of course, this colorway, even though it's a Faze clan, I'd like to mention that if you're an OG head like myself, of course this stands out as a bread colorway, because it's black, white, and red, reminiscent of the Chicago Bulls. And then for the laces, we have really long laces, flat laces, but they're thick even though they're flat. So really nice and easy to tie. And then for the inserts, before we go to the insoles, just show you the paper inserts, nothing special there. And for the insoles, they're just this Ortholite insoles, so I won't totally pull them out. That's the logo, and then blue. That's what the Strobel board looks like. There you go. So just a standard Ortholite insole, which I'll probably replace with the PU insole once I get to play in them. And then for the tongue, you have here a signature 2, and then Faze Clan logo, perforated tongue, and then you have here leather. I think this is synthetic leather, but I think it's really nice. So leather here too, and then leather again here. This panel, which I think adds for support too, and gives you that premium feel, especially for this collab colorway. And then for the design, you have here this swoosh in this kind of iridescent color, goes all the way here to the swoosh on the other side. And then with the mini swoosh, which is embroidered, really nice touch. And then for the collar, another tech spec, which is indicated on the card, which is the Nike Spear technology, which is found also on the Lebron 1, 2, and 3 and 20s. So the purpose of the Nike Spear is, one, for sweat wicking. So it's a sweat wicking material, so it tries to get your sweat and the moist from your feet when you play basketball, and then tries to exit them out of the shoe, so your shoe doesn't get that wet and that heavy while you're playing. And then second part, so it's the padding of the heel collar, really nice and padded, so it fills up all the negative spaces in the shoe, especially if you have a super thin foot like myself, or if you have a Kevin Durant foot, again like myself. So that's one of the reasons why I purchased this shoe when I found out how it fits, and a really nice padded collar. Even the tongue is really nice and padded. Going to the fit, I went to true to size, as you saw in the box. It's my true size, Kapadring Bonds true size 10.5. Although I must warn you guys, although this part looks a bit chunky because it's rounded for the toe box, it's actually not that chunky. So it's actually rounded even on the inside. So if you're a super wide foot, you might want to go up half a size, or I suggest if you can, try it in store just to be sure. Oh, and one more thing, this is super duper lightweight, and they said that the Lebron 20 is the lightest Lebron ever. This doesn't count one of the mainline's shoes, but if we're just talking about all the Lebrons in general, this is surely the lightest Lebron shoe ever. So that's one part I really like about this, because it's super light on foot, so I'm super excited to play in them. And lastly guys, if you want to see me do a lace swap with the extra laces that are green, which I personally think don't kind of match the bread colorway. If you guys want to see that, please feel free to comment down below. If it gains much traction, I'll do a YouTube short video and upload it for you guys to see on what it looks like. So all in all, at this price point, I think it's around $160 with its tech, with its signature athlete being Lebron or Bronny. I think it's the best bang for your buck sneaker out there, although it's still considered as a top tier shoe. I wouldn't categorize it as a budget shoe. With all its tech, possible cushion midsole, 2 zoom units, engineered mesh upper, super lightweight, traction is good, support is good. I think I dare say that this is actually possibly a front runner for basketball shoe of the year for 2023. So, if you made it to this part of the video, super duper thank you. If it's your first time on this channel, please consider subscribing, smashing the like button, leaving a comment down below, sharing this video, and hitting that notification bell. Again, I'm Mike of Outsole Padres, in behalf of Kapadring Von and Kat. Thank you and peace out. I almost forgot to add that there's a detail on the back of the shoe, which is the lace locks from the Lebron 20s. As you can see, it's an XX, which stands of course for 20, the Roman numeral. So a really nice touch.